my new all metal lighter. That's not the whole. I wanted to see that up. I wanted to cover a couple things that have gone on that I wanted to talk about. And yes, this is Call of Duty Ghosts because I actually liked this more than the other games. First, I'm gonna play squads. But this little blue lighter I have is actually a pretty cool little thing. Now this one you can't actually create setups, but I want to point something out real quick. Let me just go through here. And this is the Remington R5. It is technically the Remington ACR. One of the things I want to talk about later is actually the company that makes this, Remington. When I played this and I saw this rifle, it actually kind of made me a little sad inside, but I'm going to get to that in a couple seconds. I believe there's also a sniper rifle. It might not be in this one, but they had one in Modern Warfare that was a sniper rifle. It was made by Remington as well. I don't think there's any other Remington things in here. Wait. I don't know. That might be a Remington 870. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Not matters yet anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and start this. I've actually played this a couple times, then I'm gonna play Extinction, but I'm just talking for now. This lighter is pretty cool. When I hit it, it makes a high-pitched zing because it's only electric. I don't know how annoying that is on your headphones or what.
Stay alive by any means necessary.
Yeah, oh, did it like a second.
Additional support granted.
Yeah, as I thought, no custom loadouts at all. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these two over here because I know I'm gonna need these the most. I don't want to get one anytime. Yes. Alright. I need to get up the hill. I need to get to the hide spot.
Enemy forces inbound.
Oh, I know. On this one, you cannot pick up enemy guns, so... Not even a scratch. Come on. I hear you coming. Come on, don't be shy. Oh no, he's upstairs. Oh shit. Oh, if you guys are wondering, I can hear him through the wall. Another one up here. Where is he? Holy crap, I cannot shoot worth a crap today. Oh shit.
Weapon proficiency increased.
I got a weapon proficiency for my knife somehow. Don't understand how that works. Oh, maybe it's with the pistol and it just happened when I got in there. I don't know. Don't know. Merry Christmas to you.
Hostiles eliminated. Get ready for the next wave.
Alright. No guns for me? Alright. As I was saying, I got that new lighter. I'm happy about that. I also got an email from YouTube like 4 or 5 days ago saying, hey, we changed the rules so no one gets money unless you got like 1,000 subs and you have over like
infected incoming.
So much time in watch hours or whatever. So I was like, alright, whatever. And I was like, oh, I probably had that second one. And it's like so many watch hours in the last 12 days or something, or in the last month or something. Oh, he's up here.
Weapon proficiency increased.
Sometimes I get lucky, I can see through these walls. Oh, there's a depth there. Is it hell?
Ally bleeding out.
Motherfucker. I gotta get. Yeah, I can only do it once. What the fuck? Damn it. Alright, well, this was a short-lived experience.
Teammate out of the fight. Outpost lost.
Well, then. I thought I was gonna get my pepper. Well then. Alright. On to the next subject. Other than the whole YouTube nonsense. Well, on the bright side, I actually wanted to talk about like firearms on my channel for like a really long time and actually get into guns, but I was like, they're not gonna allow me to monetize my videos if I do that. Well, they just got rid of the monetization anyway, so I really don't care. Because you have to get so many watch hours and 1,000, which I'm like 900 something, 850 subs away from. So I really could care less right now about being ad friendly. And it's not like they just don't let you put ads on. They removed all the ads from all the other videos I had where I actually had ads on those. So yeah. They care less about being nice to YouTube right now. Alright. I'm really upset about that, and I want to do it over, but I'd much rather do EXO. And I know I promised that I'd only do videos on Friday, so that way I'd have like Saturday and Sunday to actually make time to watch my videos, whatnot. I know. And I need to stop flicking this lighter. My sister got angry at me yesterday for doing that. Anyway, oh yeah. PlayStation Plus, that's another new thing that I forgot to mention. I don't have PlayStation Plus anymore. It's been like 2-3 days, whatever. Anyway. But I gotta go here, do solo. This loadout, revolver, yeah. Okay, I've never had this on the PS4. I've only had it on the PS3, so all the stuff that I had done, I have to do over again on this one. I don't care about that though. So I'm perfectly fine with starting over. But yeah, like this lighter is pretty cool. I haven't had this much fun since I got that Switchblade. It was like $30, and it's not like because it looks cool. It's because it feels cool when you're holding it. And you're like, yeah, come on.
Spectre 1, take this drill and destroy any hives on your way to the crater. Arm that nuke and haul ass back here. Let's go.
I really want to just like cap the pilot and the other dude and just like take the helicopter for myself and just fly the rest of the way there. Because I don't want to have to sit here and destroy all these things. Do not take any damage. Oh, they're going to give me the hard one right away. Alright, alright. Much rather have the melee only.
The drill's under attack!
Holy shit, how many bullets? I thought a revolver would kill him faster than my semi-auto. Apparently not. Come on. Wow, they haven't even came for me yet.
The drill's under attack!
I'm not even gonna come for me, alright. Alright, that's nice. Oh, now it seems to one-hit him just fine. I guess I have to be close. That hurts because I got this weird electric bullets. I doubt it. Electric bullet is usually weaker.
Orders are in. Approach the hives with extreme caution.
Is there one over there? Nope. Oh.
Stay frosty.
Just this
We've
one?
got more hives to clear in this area. How many more of these things are there?
Keep your shooting accuracy at 75%. Well, that's gonna be fucking wonderful. Alright, how many bullets do it? I don't have enough money for that. They're attacking the drill. Oh, they're not even attacking it. Wow. Still at 100. Alright. That's cool. Do I have enough Oh, darn it, I don't have enough yet. Alright. That's okay then. Another thing, and I want to mention, this is like the last thing on the list. Oh, first miss. Second miss. Third miss. Fuck. Third miss. Alright then. They're actually attacking it, wow.
The drill is halfway there.
Throw that there. No one noticed it. Okay. They're still attacking that drill. Holy crap. I love how, like, at long range, the thing does, like, nothing. There we go. Running on. Oh, fuck. Come on. Come on. That's right. Come on, fire container. Alright, I'm just gonna run. Oh, never mind. And I still don't have enough for that damn thing. I love how, like, if I run away from the drill, only like one goes after it. I don't even know if I got that or not. Thing just burned to death. Come on. Come on, don't be shy. Alright. Well, that was absolutely horrible. I'm gonna set it there. Oh, darn it, I walked away too fast. Oh, wait, what? Kill aliens with a pistol, wow. As soon as I switch to a rifle, that's of course what it'd be. Alright. Now, I already went over the other things. The thing that made me sad about Remington is that they're actually going out of business. And I was really disappointed about it. I totally didn't mean to shoot that extra bullet that one last one, but alright. Hello, sir. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of them. Alright, I got 2 bullets left. Alright. Don't have enough for that. Come on, just a little bit more. No, enough. Alright, I think I have enough now. Yep. Oh yeah, I switched to the flaming bullets. Alright, one more. There we go. Now I can repair it. Hey, mine. Don't need to. Holy crap, this thing like not, or I do, one or the other. I have a really bad problem with panicking on this thing. Oh damn it, I hate to have to stand up things. I just screwed the last time. Now, one of the things I wanted to bring up about Remington, do not use any...
They're attacking the drill!
Good.
The drill is halfway there!
I love how they're dumb and just like standing around it. Then makes all kind of crazy sounds. No one. Really kind of upsetting Remington going out of business, but I sent them a message a while ago asking them if they wanted like any friendly suggestions as to what people in the modern community actually like. And by that I just meant, I told them make 80% receivers and parts kits instead of actually building full-out guns, so that way they can sell them and not have to go through any of the additional paperwork or anything like that. Because the paperwork actually costs a lot of money that goes through. Alright, that nonsense is done. I can actually use this now. The whole not use it for 90 seconds. I think I waited a little bit too long though. I haven't used any of my skills. Listen here, you little bastard. Alright. Let me grab that. I'm gonna run up here. Right here. Take this up and alright.
This is Black Flag 4-2. I got your back. Just keep those scorpions off me.
Alright, I hate the scorpion so much. Let's throw that in there. On fire for now. Awesome. I've never used this particular vector. It's gone on here before, so I don't know how good it is. Oh crap, I think I just killed myself on accident. Okay, not that bad. Listen here, you little good bastard. Okay, it might not be that good after all. Oh, fuck. I'm just gonna get not paying attention. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk to them about making 80% is like everyone's doing ARs and handguns. I want to see if they can make a bolt action, like the Remington 700. I want to see if they can make that, but with an 80% receiver, because that thing, the receiver on that thing is extremely simple. It's literally like a metal tube, with a couple holes cut into it. And if they turn it into like a press barrel, I don't know how they're current 700 works, but if they make it into like a press and pin barrel and trunnion system, like what the AK has, you can make it to where anyone could just basically throw it in a vise and just tighten it down after they've drilled the barrel out. Or not the barrel, but like the groove on the bottom where the pin's supposed to go. If anyone knows how like you press a barrel into an AK, you already know what I'm talking about. But like, I want them to make that, and I want them to make the barrels to where they're rifled 7.62 but not have any chambers in them already. So that way, if you were to make one, you could take the barrel and just send a reamer with it, and then someone can make it into any 7.62 barrel they wanted. They just have to have like minor instructions, and you have to match the bolt to the particular rim on that specific case, which most of them are exactly the same. Most of them, it's generally like a 9mm general rim diameter, same as like a 9mm rim. So you could generally just use one bolt and then have them to where you could order your own reamer, your 7.62 barrel bolt action, and then once you got everything set up, you could check the bolt to barrel fit and then ream it out, and you could periodically check it. I want to make it an adjustable reamer where you can tighten a nut on it and make it to where the reamer will only go in so far, so that way you can set your depth on the reamer itself and make it to where the reamer has like a shell on the outside that's similar to the way a bolt works on the 700. So that way you can just lock it in and the reamer will go in straight, and you don't have to worry about accidentally making it screwed up, because then you can just press the barrel in, pin it in place, lock the bolt in, or the reamer bolt really, and just put the reamer in and do that to it. Now with most of the 700 bolt receivers, you just have to cut the hole where the sear peeks through the bottom of it, and usually where the actual sear and hammer and everything goes. Cut the pins for that and whatnot. Well, that'd be pretty simple to do. You could just make a little handheld jig. I mean, you could even make like a hand cranking little jig where you could just do everything by hand, just because I really like hand tools. Like, I love going to junk stores and finding the old hand tools where it's got a little crank on it. You just take there, just spin the wheel, cuts it. I love those little hand tools. And that is like old school carpentry hand tools too. Like, I just love those little things so much. But I want to make the machine that cuts the receivers like that, where you just press the receiver onto the machine and just turn the wheel and it just cuts it for you, and you can just push, make it different speeds, whatever you want to. But you also make special cutting bits, which I know how to do. It'd be pretty simple. And I really wish that I could speak to them about it, but I can't. So, well. It doesn't even matter. But yeah, I mean, the number of calibers that are in the 7.62 range is pretty big. You have the Tokarev, which is actually a handgun round, but it's a 7.62. Then there's the 7.62 by 54R. Those are the three Russian 7.62s. Then you can go into the American 308, 30-06, 30-30. And then you can get into the British 303, which is different reamer, and that's another thing. The 7.62 by 54R, the 303, and the 30-30 are rimmed cartridges, so you'd need a bolt face. It's larger than the other ones, so that's where you'd need this alternative bolt. The other ones are pretty much just the same rim as a 9mm, so you don't have to worry at all about that. But yeah, you'd have to make a separate bolt for those, and yeah. But the thing I'd really like is a 7.62 barrel, and then you could get your own reamer, so that we change out chambering. You get to pick what caliber you have and all this other stuff. And if you don't like it, you can get a reamer. There's a bigger reamer than a real one you originally got, and you could ream it out to a bigger caliber. And you can just change the barrel up. I think that'd be pretty nice. You just have to make sure that the exterior of the barrel, as well as the trunnion, would be the right size and shape to hold said energy. But like if you get like a big beefy barrel with a big chamber, I mean, and you could do the same thing with 22. You can make probably do this 22 Magnum, 5.7, 223. You just have to make sure that the riflings are right, because those calibers are slightly different in size. But I mean, if you were to use a rifling design where instead of it being normal like rifling and grooves, if you were to make some of the grooves like different depths, like the landing grooves different, you could make a barrel that used a bullet that would deviate in size a little bit. You just have to make it like rectangular, kinda. It's hard to explain, but it can be done. It's just really hard. Because with bullets, if you get a bullet that is larger, you can just make it to where the lands are deeper. So that way, the bullet, when it hits the extra room, it just gets shoved into the lands more. It just kind of like spreads out. And a lot of people argue it doesn't work that way, but it does. There's a handgun, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a German handgun. People call it the staple gun, but it's rifling. The lands in it are actually cut larger than the projectile. And if you actually pick up bullets from it, you can see the scorch marks where the gas blows around the bullet. And it's supposed to be a blowback handgun that can basically run any 9mm, regular 9mm. Like you go to any country, it's making 9x19, you can just throw it in there, it'll run. It's supposed to be able to basically run anything. If it can fire it, it'll run it. Basically, if the bullet fires, it'll work. But like if it's a dead round or something, like if it's an inert, dud, whatever you want to call it, then it won't work. But other than that, I mean, aside from like the casing being a little bit out of spec, because sometimes if you get squashed steel case bullets, you can get it to where it'll get stuck in the chamber. It's complicated and really, really annoying. But yeah. Now the same thing about 9mm is that there are like a variety of 9mm like projectiles. You can get what's it called? I can't remember the name. You can get 357, 38 special, 9mm, 380, all pretty much have the same projectile, just different casing sizes and lengths. There's a revolver, I can't remember the name of it, but it was chambered to basically be able to do like any of the 9mm projectiles, except for the, what the hell is it called? I'm trying to remember the name of that damn thing. It's gonna irritate me now. The 9mm Makarov, that's what it is. The Makarov 9mm has a, I think it's 20 thousandths of a millimeter or an inch larger. I can't remember which it is, but it's substantially fatter than the normal 9mm and would certainly explode if you could even get the casing to fit in, which is an impossibility unless you really shot the crap out of that gun and the steel in the barrel was not that good and it swelled. That does happen with some guns, but it's traditionally not a common problem unless it's been excessively fired with extremely hot rounds. And by hot, it means high loaded, a lot of gunpowder in them rounds. Now, I really hope that someone has seen this and thought it was a nice idea. But if I figure out that someone has stolen my idea without me knowing, I'm gonna be angry. I would really like to buy Remington Company, if that was at all possible. I don't really know anything about running a company, but I know a lot about guns. And that's pretty much half what that entails. Ah. This lighter is awesome. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the lighter was niter blued because of the way it shines. Because it's a really nice blue lighter. Like, for the longest time, I just called this thing the blue flower because my sister didn't really know I was getting it for a while until I told her. But for the longest time, I just called it the blue flower. Because it actually has like little flower engravings on it. I don't even think they're really engraved. I think it's just some kind of a clear coat that's been added in the outer lining of a flower over top of the bluing job. Because at the bottom it's starting to wear off. At first I thought it was photo etched, which is a pretty neat process where you take a black and white picture that's pretty clear. It's like clear plastic, black and white, basically. And you stick it over there after the metal has been prepared in a chemical, expose it to black light, and where the black light gets through the clear plastic photo, basically any spot where it's not black, it'll eat the metal. The black light that contacts the fluid will turn the fluid into like an acidic chemical. It'll eat through the metal, and then once you turn it off, it'll just stop. So you have to leave it under a black light for a while. A lot of people who do photo etching sometimes get harassed and are called drug dealers because they've always got the black lights running. They also have a large electricity bill because they leave the lights running all the time. And actually, I know one person who is a really big vegetarian. He has green lights in his house where he grows his own plants all the time for food. And he actually got harassed by the police because it's like, oh, we can see the black lights from here. We know you're growing marijuana in there. And they ended up like going into his house, a bunch of other nonsense. And then after they figured out that it was just like vegetables and whatnot, they didn't even say like they were sorry or anything. They still was kind of rude to him about it because they were wrong. Yeah, they're not. Some people are not the nicest people, and some of those people that are not nice end up being allowed to wear badges. It's not necessarily like a cop thing, it's a general people thing. That sometimes they're allowed to wear badges. That's the easiest way to explain it. I love this lighter so much. I'm sorry, I'm done now. I'm sorry. I like this little thing so much. But what I'd really like is to be able to them and tell them like my ideas, because like 9mm, 7.62, and the 22 caliber, like if you can get the right rifling design, you could make like a universal caliber rifle and just sell the reamers with it, so you could ream it out to the correct chamber, or ream it out to the correct round. And that is one of the things I've really been wanting to work on. there's like getting to where I can do that, because if I can get in contact with the people at Remington, I'd love to run a couple of my ideas by them. Like, I cannot think of a firearm that I've ever seen where I've looked at it and not wanted to like improve an aspect on it. Like every gun like I've ever seen, at the first glance I'm like, oh, that's amazing, it can do this, and then I'm like, if it does this or that, it could be a little bit better. And then one day I was looking, and apparently John Browning, one of the best firearms designers, apparently felt the same way since he was a kid. I thought that was really weird, so I started looking into him a lot more. And a lot of like the things he talks about and all of his the stuff, I just understand. And like I feel like me and him would have gotten along very well. And I love how he could make a design, and at that time everyone looks at it and it's like, what? No, that's crazy. And he'll get it to work. There was one Lever Action 22, I can't remember. I'm going off on a really bad tangent right now. Things don't even matter, but there was one Lever Action 22 where he designed it, showed it to the people at Smith & Wesson, and they're like, no, that thing would never work. So one day he sent them a letter, and he sent them the rifle that they said wouldn't work. And the letter says, here's that 22 you said wouldn't work. I tried it out and it works pretty fine for me. Here, what do you think? And then it ended up becoming one of the more popular lever action 22s of its time. I can't remember which model it was, but I'm pretty sure it's the same. I think at one point they adapted it to a pump, and it ended up being the pump that they used for the carnival games. Like whenever you go to a carnival and you see people in the old movies shooting at steel ducks on a belt, just running around, and it's like, that's actually what they used. They actually used a real gun. It wasn't an airsoft gun back then. Now they have most of the time they're airsoft guns. Hooked up to an air tube, whatnot. Speaking of airsoft, I actually did win one of the airsoft gun carnival games. We had to shoot the red star out of the paper. And I won a nice, soft, fluffy red heart from it. Like, I've always loved firearms designs. I've always loved looking at the designs. And whenever there's a new firearm that does something that seems to baffle me, I always want to look into it, figure out how it works. And sometimes I even can kind of guess just by looking at it how it works. Like, for example, the Bond Arms Bullpup 9mm. It looked just like a Tokarev, but the magazine was under the chamber of the barrel, and I was looking at that like, how in the hell did they pull that off? Does it have like a Mars pistol, kind of like LMG lifting system where it pulls the round bag and up? And I looked into it and found a Hickok 45 video on it, and sure enough, that's exactly what it had. Yeah, I really want to try and get a hold of someone at Remington and see if I can actually just kind of get something going. Not really. I don't really care. Like, if I get money from it, it'd be nice, but I don't really care about that. I kind of just want to not have to say goodbye to Remington, because that's been one of the older firearms companies. Like, they haven't gotten into like the modern era of firearms so much though. Like, I went to their website, the only new guns they have are like 4 handguns that I've never even heard of. So I mean, I tried to email them once, be like, hey, but I don't even think they have that many people working. I mean, after all, they are like going out of business. There's not gonna be that many people that can just stop and talk. So I sent someone a Twitter message, see if that'll get anyone's attention. But another nice thing is that if you do make them, like the magazine be another difficult spot, but I have a idea for that as well. But yeah, like I seriously wanna be able to talk to the people at Remington and see if I can actually like get something worked out. Cause I really don't want them to go out of business. Cause I mean, if they go, then which company's gonna go next? I mean, it's kind of like a downhill thing. I'm checking Twitter to see if they replied or not. I don't think so, but they're probably not that attentive. Hmm. Here we go, Remington Arms. And their Twitter page says the official Twitter account of America's oldest gun maker. Well, the oldest gun maker is apparently losing a lot of money. I would say that usually it's the oldest ones tend to go first. That's usually just because they don't change along with what's going on. Most firearms things aren't even actually that good anymore. Alright, there we go. I was getting tired of that annoying music. Where the hell is the option? I'm getting rid of this shit right now. Come on, move. There we go. No more. There we go. It's so much better. I don't have to hear that. Alright. Now, the thing is, a lot of the companies, if they don't go along with what's new, okay, I already said that, with what's new, they won't. It's kind of like you have to adapt or you're going to end up dying. Well, if the... Put the cat back on my shoulder real quick. If the people who make guns don't go along with what everyone else is doing, they're kind of gonna end up becoming irrelevant, and then they're just gonna fade away. Now, the last gun I can think of that Remington actually tried to make that was like new and innovative was the Remington ACR, which they made. I have to think about it now. It's been like a good 10-20 years since the ACR came out. You know what? I'm just gonna ask Google. When was the Remington ACR released? Let's see. It was released in. Let's see. It says as early as 2008. Produced in 2010 till present, which means the design was created in 2008. They started production 2010. Let's see when the Remington MSR was made. I think that's the name. I don't even remember. MSR. That's a really nice bolt action. The Remington MSR is the Remington MSR bolt action sniper. Yeah, it was made in 2009, produced in 2009 till present. Yep, that's what I thought. It was a year before the other one. It was introduced and produced in 2009. That's when they started like full swing production. One gun cost $15,000. No wonder no one's buying them. There's, like, you literally go to the Remington website, there's only 5 handguns they have under their new category. See, where's the Remington website? Let's see. Just gonna go. Let's see, Remington. Like, I really want them to start building the... Oh, look at that. You can get a sawed-off 870. You can buy that from their website for $443. pretty much the same as a brand new Smith & Wesson AR. Pretty close. No, the Panther AR, that's what it is. Those Panther ARs, yeah. Let's see here. Options. Let's see, handguns. Let's see there. Wait, is that a rotating barrel handgun? Ooh. Is that it? I'm pretty sure the handgun has a rotating barrel. Huh. That is very interesting. It's either that or it's either a fixed barrel. They have some really nice 1911s that happen to be $700 to $1,000. All right. Not even gonna get close to that. Even though it is like a special bicentennial. Oh, look at that. You can get the sawed off for 800 as well, apparently. Huh. That's interesting. Anywho. Like the RM380 is literally the cheapest gun here. And it looks like it's bolted together. There's literally like 3 hex head screws that I can see on the grip and on the frame. And they wonder why no one really wants it. It literally looks like a Ruger LCP as well, which does not help it at all. But you know, it's whatever. And I can hear that douchebag on his motorcycle just driving around the block again. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's an old man standing outside. I can see him out my window, and he's not very happy about having to be right next to that noise. I wouldn't be either if I was out on the sidewalk. I really wish that I could contact these people. Like, I tried through the website, nothing. I don't really know what the best way about it is. Yeah, like you go to support, you go to product updates, you can hit rifles, there's nothing. Shotguns, nothing. Handguns, and let's see here. Yep, RP9. Let's see, RP9. Slide stop. Machine. So apparently it's just like replacement parts and bullets for a handgun. Doesn't even actually appear to be actual handguns. Huh. Yep. They're just replacement parts, huh? Mm-hmm. It's also apparently an ammunition thing, too. Oh, apparently the plus P versions or the not plus P versions have a problem because apparently you can injure or kill yourself with one. That is interesting. But I think it's more of like an idiot problem. Like if an idiot puts a plus P in a gun that's not designed for a plus P, like that one kid on YouTube, he took a Diamondback 380. There's a Diamondback 9mm, I can't remember, but he put the plus P rounds in it. Fired a whole magazine out of it, and then the barrel just split out the bottom, and where the rail is supposed to be like on a Glock, that part blew off. The trigger guard blew off, and because the dude was smoking a cigarette while he was shooting it, it didn't hurt him, because if he was double handing it and he had his finger right in front of the trigger guard, he probably would have lost a finger or two when that thing blew up. But he was holding a cigarette in his other hand and shooting it one-handed. Which is pretty much the only reason he's not missing fingers on one of his hands. But, I mean, they're still pretty bad for you. Oh, and then another thing about how people take like a lit cigarette and toss it in gasoline, that whenever I see that, that really irritates me, because I've seen people like try that before. It doesn't work. You can't really do that. You have to actually have an open flame, and it has to ignite the fumes. The liquid itself doesn't actually ignite all that well. I mean, you can still ignite it, but you need a flame. It has to be above a certain temperature to actually ignite. And if you get into diesel, it's even harder. Diesel, you can actually take a lighter, um, like a Zippo, have the flame out and everything. You set it there, and you can pour diesel on it, and it'll actually put the flame out. Because diesel has to be heated or compressed to burn. It's a whole bunch of hooey. But yeah. All or any of that. I don't know if those work or not, but yeah. Like, I would love to go to a trip to Remington, just like talk it over, have a couple discussions, whatnot. I wonder how much it costs to just buy Remington. I'll make him an offer he can't refuse. uh, Also, while I was bored, I took apart my airsoft gun to try and check out, see where the hammer was canted. Turns out the inside of it's all busted, so yeah. I'm just gonna drill through the plastic and put a enlarged pin through and see if that'll fix this darn thing's problem. Anywho, if you like my idea, you can message Remington and just send them the link to this video if you really want to. My email is thorium90e. If you are actually from Remington and you are actually watching this video, there you go. That is an extremely unlikely thing, but if you are, there you go. And if someone starts spamming my email, well, oh well. Now, I don't actually like full out like, I don't know how to explain. I don't actually like completely check my email like every single day or even like pay attention to it at all, but if you just put like Remington in the title or whatever, or you just like say Remington in it. I'm gonna do a word search for Remington every so often, so it'll pop up in the emails. But yeah, right now I'm putting my little airsoft Desert Eagle back together, and this spring right here, this is the one that's a bitch. Come on, come on. This is the one that wants to go flying. I also have a lot of other firearms designs and ideas. Like, I literally just keep a book. Well, it's not like a literal book, it's like a mental book of like all the designs that I want to make. I try to write them down, but like when I start writing them down, it like bores me really bad. Yeah, I know I need to get in the habit of like putting my designs on paper, but yeah. In the words of Nikola Tesla, I can create machines in my mind and see exactly how each piece runs, which piece wears out the fastest, and which other things. For those of you people that don't know Nikola Tesla, he was a dude who invented a lot of electronic devices, which most people use to this day. And he was one of the smartest people, at least I believe so anyway. For me, he's right up there next to John Browning in intelligence and innovation. Probably also a Ford up there too, the man who created Ford, because he did do a lot of innovative techniques such as create the assembly line, a whole bunch of other things that simplified the processes of manufacture. There are quite a few people that I am fans of that are innovative people. I'm also really fond of like designs and whatnot. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but yeah. I love the designing aspect of things, and I would love to be able to just sit down, draw out a design, and have someone start producing it and selling it for me. But I mean, I'm not really the kind of person that knows how to do that kind of stuff. But I mean, I'd be more than happy to let someone else make money off of it. I mean, I'd probably like a little bit of money if it's my design, but I'm not going to be too picky if you're doing all the work. Son of a whore, come on. This damn airsoft part's giving me a fit. There we go. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. You can go ahead and exit the video now if you want to. I just gotta finish putting this thing back together. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm actually gonna turn it off now. But thank you guys so much. And it's actually like 90, like the metal thorium 90, then the letter E, gmail.com. Yeah, that's the full thing. In case I forgot to mention Gmail, but yeah, thank you guys so much. I'm gonna go now. Bye.